Yeah, Wednesday.
Japa.
Afisa say. Not what the energy. Afisa say. Not what the energy.
Amen.
Ashasi.
Amen. Amen.
Na wapum ayedin.
Amen.
Na eye menana no so. Edi ye.
Amen.
Na eye captain bi. Ababa wa captain fefe bia. Or what 37 military hospital. Na matwe me ho de na ma.
Oh good, mean disappoint too. Wait, you mean disappoint too.
Be photo.
Over you tell them here.
Just say
mama up to 31st of this month. 31st of this month, the media gate.
Yeah, me be friend.
Yeah.
Friend say.
Is I can't 17 days.
Yeah. Abna munyina se we se oguma ni masepa.
Wait a minute disappoint too.
Abna brabe. Ehio. Abna brabe. So you need a we pa as I am medical doctor.
Sir.
So
oh that's good.
So
that's good.
Abna. So fatano. Hey, can't Mike no hey, that's I think compare so.
Where there one also on Kangu mic you know. Untie the obeka na ansa na. Oh na wo be microphone na man straight.
Where there. Fatado fatano. 100%. Fine. But asa. Hey, how do you know for?
Also pedi beku.
Wa me fiabra. Wa fa mama hwe na ma nje me. Say. Oh, okay.
How do you know?
Wafa me fiabna. Na Saturday na o hye ne kra na nti we hu se da hu ne ye.
We soja ni o.
Oh fine. Oh nice. No problem ni o kra.
We soja ni o. Atana. We soja ni o.
Me jutum.
The soja ba ko doctor ba ko. Dia hin na di kan.
Da bi the soja no be di kan.
Enti eja. Nkan kese.
We problem bi no.
Enti mem friend nkan.
Friend ka kire me say friend no.
Enti pese oni ko didi. Me ametuaka.
Matias ye.
Me ametuaka.
Matias ye pepe.
Mem friend no.
Me say friend no. Me am say friend.
Abra wate. Yo. Me ni ha kina.
Enti
Friday. Me ni ha fiada.
Okay.
Me ni ha me da. Me ni ha kwasi ada.
Okay.
Ti awie me friend no.
Mate.
Aka kire ne say onu nko didi.
Mate.
Na me minti aka.
Mate.
Nyame aduma dwada na de kra na brem.
De abro. Okay.
Maseda way.
Me do waseda be bro dodo.
Eh, maseda ni o.
There be me vendi. Na me offer mama de fe fa is it am fa na sededi.
Ne de soja mu no aduro.
Hon so ye kama. We ko say soja ni kra offer me we kra soja for kra je soja ni ba kra me fa na dan for da. There be me ni adam for soja ni ba.
Oh okay. I mean now for a process for man immigration for man. Soja dey. Soja dey. Sabi why you my ye kra da wotimi ma say lieutenant discipline.
Discipline won be discipline kokuo mboko.
So wo ti wadum be ma. Wo ti wana o. E na untimi nya di bibia asara. Why India ya kai me no anka na me de me
Mate wafa.
Na asedama onyankropon twedi amponse atenase.
Amen.
Na production de as usual panyin ko joda me ado ne sine na so. Na brante kwa utility player na entry. Na on so no o hwe atoto bibia de amana. Na abra frema bankro na eno so technical production say zero social media handles. Or dia mayen enti eno so aseda sonko ye de eda no engineer ba besine engineer da ho jeje no so na ye de Latin and kire no English enti obi aso ye de Latin kire no English bia no English ba
na so tim say wa ben
on ka say yesterday night. Obeka last night. It's na mo amechia. Na enu achire no. Na de aseda so emma engineering team no. But for the engineers, yansen ka atemi na sound was sum de sa nti achuagbo de wase. Na worker yede na se. Na nkoti akwa na jare yede na se. Na nabuaje yede na se. Na ada sankroma de. Simple na beka na se mi. Tu obumi o.
Simple is what ebu ofa. I said there be all kinds of
simple.
Adwuma de wo oye adwuma de. So I know did no ofa. Nje ana no.
Yes sir. Let be on my boss na socket ni bi ma. Socket ni bi ma na cheta mani abre don Bruno don Kobito don Kelly no mu dwa me ho. Hey. Na ma fresh simple. The simple almost socket ni bi ma omuti be charge do ma omuti be say na what 200 cedis na simple dia fa eye sa microphone na de friend say o dia fa ride for ni bi on pe okada ofa hey ride for ni bi and okoba so asaba ba me 500 I say 700 would be my dear na say wo mu sir simple kwa no akosoro no aba form no atwa no twetwa no anya obe ye adwuma sa de e bit tripo na aba form
na no anso okoya no
so de kosoro do de kosoro
na aba
na simple at this ade we dey me 11 times and 11 year old so
ehu ye
mon frère mra
oba yan hwe
that's a and also he just stood on the chair and pushed something up
no
I go dey kind am so mama nkram kwankwa ampa me kwa hwe ya ade bi na aba for me afedi ade me gina so am me push ko
ade na abai
ada sankroma ọkọ sorry
o there be say o we dey o did no offer
o me kwa ko bosi esi so for amane to ko si esi me ko bosi esi
semne
wa jim 700 cedis you want the transport and a 500 akola so he stood on the chair and pressed something up
and that's all
and I'm saying me nkonko hwe ampa mi gina konwa so
wo press ya
wo soro
na ba ko pe
na ba form and I'm saying me press nko so me press nko so ya and dem no
and we there
what
did you watch?
Oh, my genius can in every no. Yanni Papa and some say, I was watching
Yazamo. Yeah, where there is a simple one will be none.
So, what do you mean, ma? Oh, my friend, what do you mean, ma? And they say, man, who's a friend you. DIY. Do it yourself.
And one no.
I'm 11 times, no, Jim 700 cities. And 700 cities times 11.
Times 11. Hey! And what can him?
Couldn't him, I couldn't him. And then let's see. Oh, Debbie. The ambassador has some farmer, a facilities team, no. Na, see, so no. Sanka facilities for new one. He knew a big solo, and a dada, and a Godfred, your friend Ubrana, and a Yao, and a Sami, and a Mapuna. And a DJ Bosco.
That's all.
Na Milton she san ran say, "Tete."
That's all.
No say, or no, ni papa. And then common ede. Or say,
"Oh, fana me na mo nsem bi bisa unti. We en common
ma memfa topics nemra. Na fe ne busa me wonsem. Or say MPP. Or say MPP. It is a double column.
Yeah.
Party cruising to 2028 electoral victory, or a party suffering from distraction, or say MPP, it is a double column. Na double column. Na party cruising to 2028 electoral victory, and now a party suffering from distraction.
Yeah.
Or say MPP, Omubibia Edidakwem. A year 2028 general election. Omubedi nkunim and I say as a normal be etwintwa ma na mu ana ya badwendwene ho I see inflation at 5.4%. Does it reflect in your pocket?
Yeah.
I say inflation at 5.4%. Does it reflect in your pocket? Immediate. Baby ananka me talk your friend saying baby I'm a ton a year diesel.
Yeah.
Strong. In fact, some use private I'm a top petrol no. Na me talk a year 500 cities a baby a dano.
Yeah.
And then me to 200 da. Na kwada se ka crabby. Na just almost 500. Na dia na see.
And okay. Because and I'm so say with Windows na be any no. Still reduction no. Aba. And so we share comparatively say be affininium 4 cedis be per liter e free so into gallon crano be say gallon a 4 by 4.5 into be 16 cedis and coins a day e free so into nanka gallon no na wo turn fa 70 cedis they say gallon no be 54 cedis into it just a swate into inflation na year kano no say world market prices above from and the exchange rate stability na year kano so na year juma because I know the main drivers when it comes to a year fuel prices minimum so the akane buying taxes na egu so be buying be decide say obey taxes we have free so and obey tax we have free so when cry year kano buying the 1 cedi aba beto so into when crown mpo no nanka ye single digit anymore and your 1 cedi nanka abeko fuel pumps be no na ka single digit into fuel no dey from go no dey in fact will through reflection and one say yenka yen you benya purchasing power no so na yetimi e dey ato ye dey ato ni ye into usually no answer that here but in any case said the from go no aba from no dey yeah because calculate out to me say 1 per gallon no be save be 16 cedis.
Internet say me to 500 and then no me to 200 now. Just under the 500 no. It just say me yanya be 300 cedis a gumbo to.
Internet just say sanity.
Until we so here na inflation at 5.4% no. Also so here na we savings no free here.
Savings no one savings in a year. They say we ko adwaman so a ye wono ma bi te say oil. In fact, we've only said a year damanim. You call so me the marketing the way near me do it. Said that I have free money.
What is so you need?
There is so that band there, and then she said, "Oh, and she said, a crown." What they mean, Franco? So you didn't want to go. And they remember no could you? How they mean, Franco? The Fremanum. Aha, Fremanum, they do a match. I don't believe them. I got just a word of Oka, oh, Tanaka, no more. You drew one of my packet. Now, Mamma, economy, Janamic. I'm not that. So anybody do it. So anybody, the Mamma, no alcohol. 80, well, called you, which oil, yeah, say oil, a range between 485 and 555. You took it at 555. I would be 555 in the crowd with me 5 cities in the freeze. Normal 550 comparatively. And let's say we see can kuta. Now who are they? A D to America. Yeah. A chasey prices alone. Yes. And as I say, no, and when then akosro, and who could escape a crabia, ultimate to. Yes. And the say petrol, no, me top 200, just under 3500 Nakametono. Yeah. And I also so kind of oil the 7 yeah. So, it's your ma a one say what to make savings because all the toton, I fear it came muna sabri nanya sana na price in it here. So, into your savings aba, and a savings being so aba a year 1 more efa dollar no na wo makosa sande ya kresika kafra wo mo de akra no ama de aba o man mo no investors business people importers no say importers no nipa no when save kra no averagely 30,000 everybody is making savings of 30,000 yes I'm telling you 30,000 na wo mo to watch so ni koko no enti wo mo to watch ni koko no ekono na yebisa se sa ho no ade na ho ne de ase ekono akwakoye se ekono de se de hunu no me yi 50 cedis no okoye wacha de ma e no de bae e na me so no tali ape e na guso na kusua mi no na wacha de ma nso mo no park no nso mo kenten kase kakra ade ma e na kusua mi no na tali a o de 22 cedis na bre me And 2 man 50 cities.
Man 50 cities.
And 22 cities. Oh, and I send
it. Just the 28 cities.
And just say the 28 cities in a toy. Into 28 cities there. And because one ton nam cra.
Debbie.
And I watch it kakra no na Italia kakra. But ebinum the aye kan ebinum because they say watch no ma be na ye de anwa. Anwa na ye de.
And ye de adua.
Adua.
And ye de mo.
Ye de mo, ye look at rice.
Ebi kura so de jene.
Na jene.
Ebi so de paracetamol.
Aha.
Ebi so
de paracetamol.
Ebi de kan. Ebi de paracetamol.
And na wan hwe na okodi an na fa oyam no.
So opese ebenentem.
Ebenentem. Oh.
And omo de jene ne ya jene no de ebenentem. Na kan no na ya na ha adwene kakra.
Nti saa ho no e na ese yetimi hwe hu se no amaboi abeba fom. So say the no amaboi ne bia beba fom. Wa fa no amaboi de obi ka to say me da bia me na make say me hu say no amaboi significantly say ya sorry afi bia hu say no amaboi drop ba fom. No. Me na me hu bi da. Ti da bia na make say me ani fi me hu say no amaboi significantly no say ye ni betua pa say no amaboi e ba fom. Eti no amane de ne buo no ebi aba fom.
Ube unu significant no man aba fom a ede na nei ukokoto petrol.
Yeah.
Uko Star Oil. Uko
10-11.
10-11.
Yes, and I'm making. And I'm making some na me hu bi da ba. This is the time I me hu say significantly no. E normal bo abeba ba fom. And that is fact. As ye nya ne sa na yepe. Na mum de ye hia ne say ye purchasing pa no so betimi aye de akosoro. So na etimi miti. But this is the time normal born the normal bo and normal be when we sit down be summer cement bo say abeba ba form akoko sena last year na ye to akoko no eye normal sized akoko enye one me pe akakraka no de eye 200 cedis but normal sized no eye between 120 and 130 comparatively last year ye to 150 na eye 150 normally ade. But no okuta 120 a wutemito 130 wutemito obenya akoko kama sa wo pe 200 de ne de 200 de ne ye akese kakra na emu yedo no nti akoko ni say no eye sese kosua for instance kosua na ye ton 85 cedis so mo de 70 cedis 65
I just a saving of 15 cedis
15 cedis bi kosua crate kosua crate in fact me share that ye market so we ye na me pese mi hu said ya normal bonnet so said it is and a cold store nam no crown so for instance cold store nam no £1 no who's a cold store near the bar ya crown near the bar it's a cold store nam ni say yes sir ope chicken wings they are more friend oh Debbie wings here mo dey jollof na friends check anya taban steak bibi steak drumsticks drumstick ni say £1 no oto £1 na wutimi nya pieces no be 7 £1 mouse
I said the weight na dey
weight na dey kan timi mouse 7 pieces so comparatively say bia £1 wutimi be ma be 5 pieces so that sinti ni nyina say ko ni nyina no wutumi say e ko no prices no so that say so wo nti normal born de nyame ni penim from petrol said ya wo kan ebesisi no amani bi so no wutumi say
prices no
but akwa say ye hade no ye hade na say ye hwe regulating ni ye te say ye mo no say etimi say prices na ebitimi ne dia eba no
na other areas so to say akuafo a ewo man we mu titru koku akuafo no na ubusa se Dr. Randy Abe e na ekoso Sam General jesi busa na se dia na ekoso ko wie se asat December 23 ana koko krache e de your friend saying enkrabaye se yati koko 18 bags 20 kilos December 23 Tuesday December 23 ana koko krache e de enkraba se yati koko 18 bags 20 kilos and amount no was 18 bags no 20 kilos no amounted to 66,000
okay
410 cedis then just 18 bags of cocoa at 66,000.
Yeah.
Na emodu.
Yeah.
Na eye ochemu miensa na hwesuni no obema no 22,136.
Okay.
And it say koko ura no all man 44,273. December 23 no a Marjorie ya beka akira wo say when your koko 18 bucks 66,000 no na wodie wo mu ye 44,000 and 1/3 no say you eye hwesuni no so no e de 22,000 asat enne a eye January 14, right?
Yeah.
Koko license buying company no onya eskentu akuane ne ka so akuane no semina me petrol no mani age a kuani a from December 23 yaka ache ne say 66,000 abegu account na ne de kra 44,000 na hwesuni ne de 22,000 na from December 23 be see January 14 yafa koko no ko yentimi ntuaka I mean say what do you mean?
Enti
say kuani no di bro nya ne
yes say ban sande na kuani na kep it is how no nyina na it say yehwe so say the city no fa say to say they are working that sector na it say yehwe
say December 23
because and na ma purchasing power no yetum say yes normal boy we are from but purchasing power no the man say they say ba and so it has to be established
no na hwe koko akuafo no ubusa say koko akuafo dodo sen and pre-Christmas no omo ton koko na asated ne no yenya sika mfa ma and what accounts for sad downturn no meaning say strong indications are that cocoa board has turned around na cocoa board ayade Dr. Randia be abona baso but what could account for say December 23 na kuanini nim say obaji 44,000 akodi bronya na as at January 14 how many days no say 21 days no yes what for the cocoa?
Yeah. Now
untuaneka for 21 days.
And no the count be na man purchasing power no. E work for no because cocoa akuafo sika kwa sika ne circulate. So she to say achechire for mo ho ka mu sika no kwa sika no be circulate.
It cocoa crack ni si odwane kura kokko 10 na na ho.
So because
o kura na se one man ye twetwe no it odwane ko 10 na na ho. Enti in fact ene da ene ukuada enti actually ya wona ya promise ne say o mo mra kono ngo mehwe se benye ska
enti ekono nyina ne yade ekono ese yehwe ekono ese yehwe because it's disturbing
it is yenyante den sa
enti e den de no na make no in as much as so the prices of goods ni bi abeba from ne ade no ye say yenya ahoden so ayede beto ahoge say yenya ahoden ayede beto because any one meton cars is obisa woma of a car affect say na ye be 320,000 me no ka say ukura 250,000 Osabeka car
it's a savings of about 70,000
yes it is a nipa no te say koko krache na obenya ne sika sei so ho na nko de aba beto a sika na ma kuani no
18 bucks no the koko kuani no ye de 2 tests ne ma no no kuta 44,000 and na die no betimi de 44,000 aye
44,000 no fa say betima no ma bebiro betimi ne 44,000 betima e bibi say sabe ye dan bi kura no osi a e betimi akom ama betima hye bibi as yes because cement bags is cement bags 70-75 but cement is na coin 115 yes it's what it say betima hye obe make savings not their roll over the bags and say na tell no beto a obetimi anya be 15 bags bi ana be 14
me pound sterling bi abo me so
and farm na minki puma na me mom pay
me pound sterling bi abo me so that am na number 20 and then 14.7 and I'm telling me china
yes and it here
and it is a dollar no class there
dollar there say now dollar bi so dollar bi pa da ho to say January 2025 and when the ABC na dia my Joe man da ho sa wonya ade a beton dollar director in say am for crap so one bit $2 than cities because convert ana ago bibi o
but is a dollar no so gain kakra se nkofo ahya se restore a bronya no mo ton ye no o ma hya se fa no ma edeba yanko aboso kana ye ne yankonkodi tankoma the we so be phone line say me me that my feel me there wo petrol mu a and I so feel there wo anwam and now also feel so savings no and the inflation at 5.4%. So no na him find a reflecting ma won so no
what found say ana nipa ni bia you can say inflation above for manager say normal bo so atete
said I said obesi achim
but the money yes be a normal board crab be kosoro a mirika na be dwane na so wate
the speed no
reduce pa of na make say maybe sound question be quickly because Monday na can me from we try you from Monday no and I'm person your transport sector no and na say VIP buses na drew saying
oh, they said they came 1,000.
Me mean say because the last check I mean years back in Okrano, now VIP buses now it was 780 something. I mean say by now they came 1,000. And now we share other transport companies and so on vehicles. We say pressure bomb anymore. Not transport a shorty.
Yeah.
It's not just say young call you. Let's just say ye be pa private sector contribution. A buy no contribution bomb na me hu ni say wo from
so ma memfa na mu akwa na question mra Sandra Banafo therefore no ankasa also if you people claim prices have reduced because you buy less fuel, why don't you ADAKABRI reduce the VIP fare since Aboso Kan people have also reduced their prices? Talk is cheap and pa odik say obusa sa so na just a share variables na a woman because o share statistics now. Now the woman say as at March last year. As at March last year. Now I was a VIP assign to the firm. Na that time na transport minister no aba. They recall say a directors no cry consider a fair increase no. And na ofre me. No can so oh menua me pese ye be hia. Nam so me kura me nam kwan mu kokumase nti avena directors no akwa ratify figures no and also okay nka obesre te yenhia me kokumase no ne dwada ne nka March 18 and na I was say yetutum ne dwada and na me ne director for ne hia and na me sre wo mo say transport minister no esen ko be pese oni e be di nkomo ansana ye pen say the pese ye no aye in fact directors no were magnanimous say okay e de koko ti asem kro na bra be boy amane I recall say ye de share the following Thursday and na me ne senior broni ye call minister no ho. The co-minister no only the nkomo kama I took notes. I said bibia ete no ho ase say VIP no a private company. Now it is not the intention of the government to say obey the benia dictate ama private company say. In fact that statement no no. Ama minya me honti ase say onim de na oye. Because the understanding was obekwa mo no akaka say mamunyese na but was saying Mejitum, kamu ya private company. Ono no opening statement no. Mejitum, kamu ya private company. Na nye aban no as
any swadi hu ne
say oba abe dictate am private. Dia osemo ye. Na emum menimo kasa yi. Ya ba aban mu no. Busumi mienu pekro nie. Enti adan nanka mumman yen se busumi miensa. Te no so kan no. Ka busumi miensa. Na ye nhunu na ye de no ma bi begu akwan emam ho ebe den ebe harem nanka mohunu de mo beye nam ka so okay ye kai bo so miensan ye so match ni yesimu ya ka ye ko ye betutum Tuesday March 18 ya nti ye can say up to June 30 and I'm kind of see you what I'm saying numpo this episode ko to director for nanim say omo ba twentwen so up to June 30 enti wo mo betwentwe so up to June 30 na je say basis ben and kede kotum as at March 2025 and ye koye no that for nigitum June 30 na betwam ama same no to say no until June 30 2026 there's no question of say VIP boa obetutu mu anata untutuma na wo teso na wo nteso it is eda ho ama from the last time VIP tutu ne first mu no na December 2022 it is as one to eba bebesia you are looking at saying 4 years
4 years, yeah. Okay.
3.5 years to 4 years.
4 years.
Want to price him. Now, people say, "I say, a dear pen and ye 10 cities 4 years ago, and then we 10 cities." Into ya na no many be obi guy na I say tesuate so na yan shannon so na transport companies I work Ghana has so no aya de bi di aboa Ghana for na ese chamber of transport and na di kese microphone hunu eye emwa transport companies e de boaga ebere be na yeko eye sa covid no
2020
2020 na covid no yanka se ka mo obi ntina we nche ka mo we bi ntina we nche
me mu de da
eti basa no offer nipa 30 e reduce for nipa 15 agi the same price e de buy I recall sir at a meeting with the then transport minister Siama honorable Siama transport companies ne can say sabani nya hwe kura mfama wo mo a ka omo ne banks eni nkomo na enkoye bibi say ombe reduce special rate bi because so ko sa ade 1D 1F na onom frɛ bibi PFI so no and to our finance institutions no aban no absorb certain interest na core entities no and na ma omo no interest omutua ti ko makwaje ko 1D 1F na ba form it can be aban no entimi absorb interest ni bi so that we betimi reinvest in the transport sector ya can say asem no at the Jubilee House the then president of the Republic Nana Danko Akufo-Addo I recall said she had transport companies in Yina. And at that time, a bar say transport companies omon kan wo mo hawo no. Me ena nana komia to obi miami nua first metro mass GPR no mo nyina adubuan no mo nyina to obi ena GPR to you chairman kwam kuma twiri nyame aka say Yama ADAKABRI nkasamayen but na yedi kan ye meeting edne two din transport operators group
okay
see a bus me peme nkasa no na me kiremu e kan asema me kan say omo behia mwa on the basis of say who operate at a loss and so na ye adwuma no if free see boss akati president tie no me kais for bike or be can say this is the first time I was the transport companies in no omo ano aye ba ko pe transport operators omo ano aye ba ko pe na nipa no so amoma o kama amon so na no ate nti be mi kase no kase nti ye behwe sadia no transport operators run at a loss as state now for taku am obia but omo timi move nkrofo so omo nti 5 years ni so dem fancy nti sa time no na che say sa loss no tubu sa ho say asemaba ne say Ghanaian indigenous transport operators ejina mu e boss aka no ne state no antimi ama wo mo se bia tax rebate bi ana say preferential interest rate bi am wo man san fa nya reinvestment ene ma esaniko because wo tifi kwase e bra odokunu di wo tifi ne se e bra omudi nti amfa hwe ama na transport operator no watimi operate ya na ennese eto onum yi almost 4 years ni na on tutu ne first mu a Sandra Banafo you can only talk about say onim factors na onim factors na one can say and now we are able to say up to June 30 2026 bibia na director for anim our VIP say omo tutu first mu but kokoshe investment akra or masa ye from October 1 to date 70 buses abeka ho up to March another 30 baba amena 100 ni nyina obi a preferential rate bia ana omodi aye adwuma no enti yan sesene ye and yes that simple say 31st so at what rate ana what it so na yanko aboso kan na medofo ona na meto batteries every no I was there. You see, when you got to your lane, you are talking about variables. So what shows things are going well? Someone who travels in and out of Kumasi is really suffering. Although fuel prices are down, dollar is down, spare parts are also down. So why don't you people reduce your fares? People are paying higher fares as compared to 2023, 2024. If you say also useless government, the man no. Say ubit me sustaining prices almost 4 years. Because we be no 10 cities 4 years ago and ne ebe 10 cities. Yani gifty love luck na fiano. Dear no ye gifty love luck na fiano. Where your general secretary aboso okan spare pass. Ononi oba besia otimi ekra eye batteries every Kenya and after ediba Ghana ebe beton. Hey, me no for me mo ha. Me mo fi siapa so.
Afishapa, film committee. Afisa na nyama nyina da din amaye.
Yo. Yegusu aye adwendwene ye ho. Na me ka se eye ka me usually eko ediba. Nanka me to petrol 500 cedis ababi eda no. And then me to petrol no 200 cedis. I was Star Oil. I was North Industrial Area. I did a 5 gauge, 500 na se pepe. Just I can't kill nanke do 500 no. It media me savings, me hunu. I want me petrol tom. Savings bang, and I want to uhunu. I want 5.4% inflationary rate ya diamain.
Yo, what I can remember that. I am in the say, and I was friendly. Now, me chair for the chair was so thankful. Now, me chairman, Chairman Henry Ochi Jr., any executive in in fact, you see, the rate, the beer for doing the your bottom way. If you say, first, the okra one container, but I told me, next can I have? This is the work of a busia, as so. And son, I'll bet me as Ankara. By name, okay, one container, but to be you bet me as I too. Above from Dollar in a year. Me shall say a dinner year for over next 7 months, never be a general, and that's a general. And I have about my penny about so why I did. You know, say, a bet me above from star. Now, a woman, the idea, a judge for your water. You want something here. If you say, "Oh, marketer, the beard of Boko, the beard of Boko, but yeah, now you turn 1,007, and let me turn 1,002. But now you 1,000, I have 15 plates, and let me turn 800, 700, and to me, mother.
Hey, and then to come and make batteries be a nui.
So very nice.
Yeah, can any penny be so say Sika what be kodwum and obi bo mama ne just wa kwakwase adwa so e wotema as won kuta 1,000 series a wontimi emfa nidwa etimi enhwe woni makontai ene me ba lawyer yi ene ni nuanu mienu household of 5 no na watwe mu food cost moduane sika mo di didwa abenu aduane no etesen
yo first no baby 2000 go market kura nya me payment mi nya ni nyina but never nya mu ko nyina no in fact nyama wo fom emu ana ye tono 700 750 ye tono 300 350 oyo na ye tono do 370 ye tono 180 and nyama ba fom ye bottom aye nneɛma no ama yɛn hɔ yɛn a yɛn wode sika kakra bi kɔ market a wotumi di dwa tumi yɛ nea wopɛ sɛ woyɛ.
And is it fair for anybody to say a normal perform?
It is fair. A nneɛma ba fam generally nneɛma ba fam baabiara obiara nni kwan sɛ ɔbɛtumi aka sɛ nneɛma ba fam nti no ɔbɛyere ne nneɛma so wonte so a obi bɛte so ebisɛ aba fam wokɔ ha bɔ hɔ a duty aba fam duty ɔmo use current rate ayɛ 10 point something 10.6 10.4 eti aba fam ahotɔ wɔ wiase ahotɔ wɔ Ghana esi a
ahotɔ aba Ghana say na reflecte ɛwɔ ɛyɛ parts a yɛba replacement parts a yɛbɛtɔ no reflecte ɛwɔ prices no reflecte ɛwɔ mu anaa
ìpàtɛ reflecte paa adeɛ baako a na transport foɔ ka ho asɛm ɛyɛ kaa yɛfrɛ no sprinter na kaa yɛfrɛ no sprinter n'ankasa no ɛho nneɛma ɛho ɔna kakra wokɔ Holland wokɔ Germany wokɔ London na wopɛ a wobrɛ paa ansa na woanya pi ɛno nti na ɛho asɛm no yɛ adaesi kakra ba ebinom akɔfa bi substitute ones fi Korea ɛyɛ Sanyong ɛne other brand a wontumi antɔ original na wode wei so si mu a ɛyɛ adwuma no pɛpɛɛpɛ ama ɛno nso wɔ fam ɔmomotɔ sprinterfoɔ nso yɛkɔ no akɔkasa ɛno mu yɛne minister kasa wie yɛafrɛ mu nyinaa na ɔmakasa ɔmɔmakyerɛ me sɛ ɔmo atete so first no ne yɛ 600,000 na yɛ 60,000 ɛnnɛ ɛyɛ 45 ɛyɛ 50 ebi yɛ 35 nti still nneɛma wɔ fam
na kyerɛ sɛ prices n'aba fam no substitution so ɛɛboa te sɛ sprinter no woanya original Mercedes Benz part no kora na wotumi de resting anaa Sanyong ɛde hyɛ mu nti na kyerɛ sɛ shop na wɔhyɛ shop around
yes ɛyɛ open market ɛyɛ free market nti wobɛ mu a bɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛwura store bi mu na wabisa kyɛn nea wopɛ ɔne bia ɔbɛhyɛ another store no wakɔ ngyina kwan ho nto adeɛ nsoma bi ta mmɛtɔ adeɛ ma wo yɛnyi middle man ni nsim na afei nneɛma ne prices ankasa no yɛnhu woba kɔkyi kɔmu wobɛkɔ 2-3 places kɛ so ama watɔ ama wo so wo sika no woanya nea wopɛ
na kyerɛ sɛ middlemen no distort prices no
distort prices no paa pitani obi bɛtena se asoma pitani sɛ bɛtɔ adeɛ pitani nipa a adeɛ no yɛ 20,000 no ɔno bɔkɔe ne 50,000 ɔkɔma ne receipt na adeɛ no ankɔyɛ yie na yɛde brɛ ne wura no a na sika nipa no akɔde pitani no wɔ na ayɛ asɛm
pitani nso so sika wɔde abɔ akɔnhoma na adeɛ wobɛtumi de aba
nti yɛfrɛ sɛ obia wowura bɔ so kayɛ wode wura so bi mu mepa adeɛ wei so mene bi kɔhala wobɛnya bi gye na ɔnnɔtɔn yɛbɛhyɛ ama wo ho ahehia wɔ ebinom nso wɔ wɔyɛ frɛ ma friendfoɔ ɔno nso adeɛ bɛyɛ 2 cedi ɔbɛba ma 7 cedi nti yɛfrɛ obia bɔ so kan nneɛma wɔ fam woba a monwura store mu yɛayɛ announcement yɛyɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ sɛ obia woba bɔ so kan wura store mu ɛntɔgye wɔ kwan ho
yo the battery no 17 plates no wode bɛma baako sɛsɛsɛ na menka biribi amate nyame nkyira ɛyɛ mukuo no nyinaa ne adwadefoɔ abɔso ka nyame nhyira mo ɛyɛ gift Lovelock na fiano general secretary abɔso kan spare parts ɛna ɔde wei aba yɛmi phone line kakra kyɛ wo nso so hefa ɛyɛ Grace Abena Doku ɛna ɛkasa yi Abena nie wase good afternoon wafa happy new year and Abena same to you. I see the fuel reduction is not affecting those of us taking trotro positively. We are even paying more. The trotro drivers are still loading short. Anyway, I tried your recommended tacos from Starbite Community 8 branch. It's nice though. But fufu and soup is the best. As I must see. Hey! Abena, Mommy said, let me take that one again. I was saying, anyway, I tried your recommended tacos. For my way, no. For tacos from Starbite Community 8 branch. It's nice though, but fufu and soup is the best. Grace Abenadoku, watching you live from Zenu Market, Petgra Chemicals, near Falcon City, Ena Odebaye. Lord Nati, Ena Eka saying, of a good day. As per fuel is dropping, my town Suhum to Koforidia is increasing transportation fee, rather from 12 cities to 15 cities. In the night, 20 cities for the bus. The taxi now from 15 cities to 20 cities. None of the union leaders, MTTD or transport ministries is doing anything about this. All is the name of bad road. But now the contractor have come to the roads by charging more for less fuel. And now, or they buy. I say, Brajagos, ADAKABRI, they are claiming inflation has dropped. But where from all these high tariff like? And they are just throwing dust into our eyes. And a new nation. I see, if people claim things are good, why then would the government increase tariffs? And now, or they buy. Na Menoba Stephen. So, Mr. Jerry, upon all that of your praises, what about our electricity bills? By Menoba Stephen at Pantan Village. So for being a on Facebook Live. Was it good afternoon, ADAKABRI? I doff my hat for Jerry for speaking the gospel truth on the economy. He's exhibiting good journalism. And or the buyer. Nanapia was a proper Lacoste shirt, 250 cedis. Jeans, trousers, 250 cedis to 300 cedis. Ghanaian businessmen and women have not reduced their prices, so cars are still very expensive. Toyota Vix, 100,000 cedis. You get it 80,000 cedis. A young guy like me can't afford to even buy Toyota Vix. Jerry should do his research well. Nana PBM. I see inflation has not reflected in our pocket. Food are very expensive, and I'm in Tema. Come to Kwasi Adwaso. Market women have not reduced any food prices. Go to Kantata Market. If you are not having 1,000 cedis, you can buy any proper jeans or Lacoste to wear. Temawache pack is 40. Temawache pack is 45 cedis. Oh, sir. Kwame Nkrumah said here 28 cedis in the JMA. And let me say Kwame Nkrumah if one say F dodo. Ayi tutumwe. Ni say tema 45 cedis na ayi. Maybe 28 cedis ababetono. Fuseni Adams, was a good afternoon, ADAKABRI. I'm watching you live from Ashaman, and I greet Captain Joshua Kamba. And Ode Ebaye. Engineer Shamaba was watching the segment live from Bema Camp. Greetings to visionary and innovative VC for University of Cape Coast. And Galamse Dumso. Was ADAKABRI. Let's look at the picture. What so you need by the picture. Oh, we must just so how much be some class or your man so I will say between Kanakwem. Me first so your neighbor no for the captain one. Captain would have to give it to me after we. Anybody say captain one. Addis Ababa Ezekiel. ADAKABRI initially used to criticize my Jerry on economy and pricing, but today he has proved me wrong. Kofi Luma was a good afternoon, Wapa. Swedro market not reducing food prices. Swedro boy, ever what they pay, ever what they pay. My yemi phone line so kakra. So me see me feeling me the annual petrol prices now. Me no me digu me kem. So I anti also so can say anwane mo money atosodie bi akeka. Atosodie ne ka ho. Yemi phone line no na yemu sa say won so no. Inflation at 5.4%. Dollar at a little over 10 cedis. Forest Bureau selling at a little over 12 cedis. Na nefa na wo ufili possible reduction. And the document you're trying saying wache no plan station and then me 28 cedis. And I would have so 20 there what 45 cedis. Pack no. Maybe the day wache any talia any go me no pay. Maybe an also a packed show. Open meat, open fish.
It's open meat, open fish, open pear, Gary, Talia. Me say no me Google aduane so mintimindi. Me mediane ye Gary. Ne bia Talia kakra.
Very simple. Prince Nana Kabila. I'm watching you live at Sprinters. The economy is really on good path. We hope for the best for the country. Mementi. Right. The me phone line kakra. Na you say I never na so feel the goodies no. And to bet me afraid 0302 257902 0302 257902 and 0302 243540. Na yen share baby also be feel there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI.
Hey, yeah, now what to say?
Oh, na me na do not chefa.
I think come to yen.
Alanta maintain no ye.
Oh, chief, no ho ye papa.
ADAKABRI nne ya no peya na me fi sema me bedru Accra. Na obi ka tadi na on ke VIP boso. Otina VIP if we hadn't go through one out fee or on the blue animal, you will appreciate first now or more. And the food reduction now more canon. Oko mikro and soya bean, a loca, your ton of 10 cedis. A blue bag 100 kg, your ton of 300 Ghana cedis. Move backwards to board any other idea. What you say is cheap, but I kind of want to be abroad. Instead of a very determined because of sometimes I don't know why I say you to cut that crop. Let's come to who I am to because if you are here, but no, we two can say, but Jerry, 1 year or 6 years, and all, but I say, oh, a Colano and I'm not to talk to Tokago or internet as well. Or no internet is not cotton or not in the price. So, you cotton or rice or now. Price now no turn on that no on top. And the more na ya munya mo like na mo got the right places don't go to turn on na. But normally life there would mean say food prices have come down other really above na Accra na Kumasi na mo yes sisifu. And I am say ba by law. And now we have to akofo. Now we got the question number also about La Paz. Utria ubedu la fasa ose just kaso pe ni adade as I didn't be Ghana for no my yanka here because na no start up I me see on my ba la fasa no me yanka fasa unu say you do no ka so ko kaso a me fia nti obeti me kaso pe na waje abi o ko la fasa na me tina mo ma you do la fasa so kaso na me see me kana me ko kaso nti abi ana who me ya kaso passing the thing so yeah diabo what you know what channel no sense of mobile can no money na maka no be of enten ono de oni de eko bo oni de do bi nu ade nti ya yesu ban but ya ban de wa ye de eso ye na de ani so du nti e ka yesu so na ye be kin di yesu ban ya e be bi game da say appreciate for ADAKABRI
yes yeah that was say now so him na u feel inflation at 5.4% and then dollar at 12 cedis at the Forest Bureau and then commercial banks at just over 10 cedis. Good afternoon. I continue who ye.
Yo, ADAKABRI, we need to go to ADAKABRI. It's MC Alamufala Ibrahim. ADAKABRI. There is a good idea ADAKABRI. And that is to do for anyway. Now, departure of the upper top for ADAKABRI. As you mark a crazy, you was in 100 cities. ADAKABRI begin 100 cities. I will give a 20 house for Madina. ADAKABRI may give off on 5 years. It's ADAKABRI should be good. And we are going to say, one more time, and one may be so little. And we do a 20 house. ADAKABRI, we don't push them. ADAKABRI,
now, but is it fair, say from December 23? Now, I can't check Coco Queen say, Waba fan 18 bus 20 kilos. Now, the man 66,000. Now, or no, dear 44,000, a dear or door, and so a dear to 22,000. Now, 21 days later, odi pro nya wie the new year we na o fantasika man no what do you make of that
Adakabe enye say number 2023 no no mu say ye ranabi na wo obi na no won ti ran dem ba bi o so ye hwehwe ma ansana Adakabe wo mu sebeka wo mu nyabota ran dia be be do ni asoport mo be jam wo sa ku ya nti wo be nyabota Adakabe wo be ya wo nyabota na baba
yo nyame nshira nti 0302 257902 good afternoon
Good afternoon, Adakabre.
Panyini, good afternoon.
Of Adakabre, your family Gideon, because of Rebecca.
You Gideon me into way.
Midawasipa ni sa program awi. Adakabre, minye okasa sisi midanasi. Said ye was ikaye no. On say Randia bi ba yenche. Na yen krofo itwe mu so ye ni num kalabuli said ye mu so ye no. Nti ansa no obetue sika bi no e say entihwe mu bam. Nti mu nya abotrema mu no mu to mbo asenye. Na yenko ense enema boa ye din na enema boa abafom Ghana fo yen Ghana yen nyina ye dia mumma yen kambom yen chichire ma yen som party mumma yen som wo man no kwari da ho a mumma yen ka sai afimye Ghana ahoto eba eman yeye mumma yen ka no kwari me yen ye sai ase me die ye wo mitu party we munti se Ghana yeye eye me ya wo party wo power na Ghana ko hinye mu a eno emwa busa ho se wo dachi ma eno wo nana no ma eba no ombe pinso saa enti wa wo begina ho aka se eniema bo e ma fom ana eniema bo edi na etise de tie na is means wo pese se de ninki yetimu akufo ado mremu sa yentra ho saa enka sa brinka dollar kwa bika ke 250 Ghana enka edi apatu nke to no bese 200 enti nenya bi adon aban papa ba enyoma eba fom bi di afi we nko afi etwemu nko nya afi a tomatoes bo anya din gene bo anya din gene na etono February ni March up to December eno asa na etono tomatoes eno anya din 2024 tomatoes ba ko pe
you very tomatoes tomatoes tomatoes
Adakabre
abi yesere
fachemi enti mo yen kan kware se eniema e ba fom se ye hwehwe se abaye to abama wa brama timamufo ho to wo mo enti mo yen nyai se yeso party o party wo power no onya dia man ano ni kire o party no power mo yen kan kware abaya papa aba mo yen mo ano o yen mfo ba bia mo yen ka na ko yin sa mo yen ka na ye ma yin na Adakabre isranka oni adwuma yefo
isranka ba bia wo bia 0302 243540 indicators no inflation at 5.4%, dollar at the commercial bank rate of just over 10 cedis and at the forest bureau just over 12 cedis enti hinipa ana wo feeli te wo ho ahare wo good afternoon enti ubefre na yehu se de besi aye no na hello
ojo mama nemo aha
ya Evans mi entie we
na no hu body no
hey Evans
me back yard garden body hu
so hu no
Ghana ye free akobo kina koto tomatoes
ekoto tomatoes
ofa minu abetu banti kontomre de me fa ho ane eno ne de eye from Koko e wo fie ho me ne wo kasei. E wo se o kire me kwan se me hata ne kakra kra na makokaria. Koko dua mienu me ne wo kasei bi wo so tem asase. Me tie kutu ye bibia wo ho.
Antete me chama dua koko kra wa pantan ama yeti koko no.
Me fie koko a wo ho me ne wo kasei bi wo so a e wo ha na nkola na tete.
Ba wonim se enkran asase ese support board ye pa o.
Na Adakabre nyame ehira Ghana na akaye leaders no kakra because me say omu ye farming here me fresh kuma do me brakwa na no me send o mra na me wo me kokofu kame mbate ma ha me jehwe because obeko no okuani na brabo say ye free education omu de buy here CMB scholarship nta say ni fa hin na ye de ma Adakabre men come sense Nakatre Minia Gideon, say party no co-opposition man to then kada. Until you see a ban papa by yati. O mana ye team no this be a wa won can no cre. Name a strong MPP ni. Na omu my bread do.
Oka kan omo say the dollar ni bi egum. Na mo mo omo the dollar ni bi gum ma kan yi. Ni yusuka, ni top petrol, ni nimni eko. Nti sade ni ya me nka say enye. Ni yo Kristo ni mi cause Christ Apostolic Church. Ade ya moma ye nya ye nka. Se omo ye tu omo fu na omo tie ya. Kenye no ni. Kenye no ni. Ume nipa ho se sino sa ade. Ni rauni amenye aduma.
Nyame nka ho. Na won so hefa na aye ufili ye. Isi battery kura na aye nana aye yesudem. What on 1,700? Was there what on battery no 1,200? Enti chese yesudem. What it is so? What's in no my ozu double so kamen soma so obi nkotom famra wa kokko wura shop num to kwa na kokko yesu dem na ko na be hu oba papa bia and ahofe bia wa pai a boys a good afternoon.
Good afternoon fa
na what to say
nyame adumo mediana na kwa me frefre ni bo account and na wie nyame asumje nkan
na me asumje nkan ba bia obi na kwa me
yo ba nipa na abu ni din de beka na se nyame nkoso nhira no esene watima hu se dollar ba for mo atete ne maso no yam koso moda ruman na obia ntimi nko nkutu battery ni bi
edunya dura bo so kan pe wo uko yesu dem give ma gift na oyo
ma gift ene awie ya da wase
ede na esie yo beka papa de yema nka ayi guzuti obi etie o Aven ko metu yen.
Amen. Arade mo ho ban no nyo kese.
Amen.
Ofa, waka sem papa, ene sabio na na kufa time. Na bro one bag na 12 million 1,002. And then so a bro one bag 400 over crack fan 560 and I said 600. And so near board of 7 cedi 5 cedi. Oto doko 5 cedi kwa na pe fish 5 cedi square unye emu abafom anwan so abafom enso na wachi 7 cedi ope 5 cedi say bia makrone kakale ko shia ba ko 10 cedi bia unya ti ebe sa ban ni so onhwe se nya marketing kitchen no we sabi mu amako school dia mu nim say bia eniema abafom. So hopeless phone and nam one na water bia watching and nam 50 and 20 Ghana be aqua site aqua ye duman ye hunisa ti ono monso monhwe ma ya na bibia ni ye
e de wasepa ti won so no ahini pa na wo filie so okay wo chese mo na ba fom abro na ba fom enso so no wache no eboodin Ayugola Adingete Ose Mark is a hero in my life. Stephen Papake Ose my mentor and Ghana's most experienced radio presenter. Good afternoon. Aban Papa Abba Majeri Majeri near Wupoto.
Anyone here there?
The Ghana you may be on. Put me in country be say I'm sorry. Put him in country with some pacho. Just when you're not going to say, and say, ya no, I hear the idea. Okay, let's a nipe. What can't Kosi and Kosi?
Go down. We're new one here.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ajafra saying,
of a patron from ABC, I'm Cassidy Abed.
Binti, we're penny.
Of I am Misha Moshi Shapanso. Only my Jerry, any Quamafo, or damn the Minchiano, or damn the Minchia. So Mincho, damn it, on your time, cut or Minchiano, or damn it to be a Yaman, or damn it, which me and you be a mammy, or damn it. And yes, but
I want to China Swabo, no China by so still actually, Neshi.
Over, Yano.
The Mediano so, the way they were in a year.
Into Islam, Eben, Quabinia, or no penna of a Brunei. Otumiyama dum aw mami bi am di to amoni akokona anymore ebe nyamisha wate ofa
now so wo abeda so ma obi den
ofa hwe mi ntwa to akopanyim me che emu baako 4
just afimu nyina no che emu baako 4 5 kilos no 4
bronya nko a ofa me no ka say and me ba the whole world my girl me ba the whole world dey hu say me am no ka say me nye fira
Oh, okay.
The whole world hu say me anytime me see me di odam hu yaw no because who odam me first no me friend na miss Koko abe friend me and so me come me pray me chop odam me say na ye me no since then odam me on fa me ko biom obi hu miss Koko on friend me anytime me see me di hu yaw no so we be ka na ne hia se ba chop na nkara ka open ase na o ka ne hia se mcho no we deny no anytime me see odam there me ni to kota ya paje
Dabi mama kwanya na minimu ntam asem wate
pachi ofa mi da se pa yamisha e na jo ashama se na ni birthday me go bia yamisha jo ashama
eye chemajo
ya jo ba ko pe ashama enti egusu bompa se mama nkai jo ashama ni birthday onja so no man appointment and then no china ye se mama so to betu agwan ti collect no enti ye se mama
yo
baba de tina nyema gwaefo na battery ya mi se mi tie radio battery tie radio na ni gwae tin ofa mi tiasie
e ba ready battery ni boy ni
gwae de mi tiasie
energizer and answer duracell
nyina mi koto aye one price black ne ba ready we na one price
enye bia sese China de bi
so o ya so ai che na aye we na ewu boom enti ami kwa mi phone kra say enti se me boa mi phone a na mja ya me juma enti no mami ofa me say me dey say kamahama onja TV so because no kasa executive way instrument on kasa say fina ko wa oni mbabo dokun 5 CD 7 CD no obi am report here chiwa masa within seconds obi am mbabo dokun 2 3 CD adena mugu abanmu asesa ye break too much and then me ko chobo bi ko to kosi 5 CD me na da of me do am aba abeka ya 5 CD ogusu to 5 CD aden enti etimofo na na ebo ho abro omunye sa aden nyami sure ofa
no you right it is final two callers now for you back to the studios. Good afternoon
Mr. ADAKABRI
Ayini
Mediade champion Fuseni Adamsa me flefli ashama
have said
no one can we say ya na my yellem matababi me pese me tin sempa yakopon sha no waduma pawo ye na tambia me flow so a aya me den krama usia honorable captain Joshua Hamidu Akamba na ya jana mame aso so ya also be fena yo so be ya me ton kan bio na ya di hutuma na preme boss no omla se se de ati tuni ma su de na bibia ntimi nya kama na wadaroma o se milio ya okata ko ye sisi o kase ene ye nyina ya de nyina chama jo ene ye o ma ti jo atama babi abante wo bia no yakopon onka no that no sama ye o position no wo ye de na eye se wo ye de boa sira collect ebinum no obo nyina bet ana de eye se wo ye no ti ye boa ye kakra eti mesrem panyimfo sai jo atama and then birthday every na ko si say ni birthday ni betwam no panyimfo hwe no mutimi ma abrante na appointment ya ya collect bi butu sai dinati so ye betimi nya ni that get by ka so ya pa no minimu tania ma ya tete so of ADAKABRI wa frefra bo so kan nyina mu ka atempa ati fa ban we ho no ya tra o mampanyi so say ile collect no so sai yeso ye adwuma e de support to party ni ban no mo tu ya jeje mu na minimu say say de nyama ti aba famu yi say ye collect ya na e be ti aba bonten abeta chairman for say enyama aba fam say ka indi aboto kan for ya free ye be tra o mu say loro fan no mo ne ade no ye wo mo so na say o mu do ma din ya be ye tra o mu de ye so mu ti su bia no of ADAKABRI o mu no mu ti so na e o man no ye nto ye na me say ro ye yi ka ho me kan say ka ho panyifo yi you know for me so ka ho of ADAKABRI me srew ade ha je kakra ne say upo asama me free traffic na me ko denua bitimi fa ye ta we fa ko ti lebano no we fa ko ti school dance no we fa ko ti ya yes say ahun to ba o manum na to adoba fo no bi mu boy no e ti asa mu tum na ti sa de we ho say mata ahun tire no ane ye wo mu no first u to so bra na tax boss no say anya no ni nyu ho e ti say anya ba papa ma na ba na say Ghana ye ho beto ya ye tra adoba fo pa o mu mu sama ye nyina ye ho na bi bi ti kama ofa me ya da utuma na ko position no man kwa tete ma me bye bye
final caller na fe no yemra dem hello
Sikotoko.
Nebonsu.
Kuma pemwa pembeba.
Ene de buani mama buani ma buani man buani man ka fumu na asha na.
Say ye, we look at some to Dr. Mahmoud Bomi and coming present, we put in office.
Oh,
she will be a dear.
I love it. Now, so DBA, yeah.
And more until for you. Now, my memory of Shabanako for buy so I'm saying I'm Pamfamano. If you catch here, OKFM, NIT FM, PCFM, UTV, hello, oh, Kobia, Mobile Duma, most some kind of mine when I'm in Stamapa. Now, bring us number one Samson. Can think of me the year. I'm at empty finish when I'm for fun in DC. We know what's grass and yoku. And now I'm going to Cosiano. Aha, can't ever say, myself, you. If you say a part of my woman, now come and clear back. Now, I'm going to go down on every woman who got ties. The other floor tie. The other Cassan and for woman, the neighbors with me. And what they say, no. 20,000 over to also can 25,000 free. So, and the Ghana and next month got some kind of the city. Yet you for yet and a dear woo, thank you, and you must yet come. Bompa, yes, sir, near my step Brazil, and saying you're not by or more twice, or more talk on twice, and that's it. Don't bother in the house, in a bar. Talk of what to answer. For let I'm going to buy a Yanama cost, or one idea woo, no can back up. Minister, I'm Hey, Mark, I'm my daddy, Miss Mishamawati, the chopper. I just, I Mocano, so car, tell. Wouldn't say it's pretty careful, air Katia. Oh, for Panquano, who sees so run about all of it, Yakovio, no more Gina, and to copy I'm so for the cashier. Yes, you see a drop for the 18 and Yakumasenko. And come say across the country. And almost see if you want Paya Panga, Protofossil, everything from inside 2 months ago for no more strange answer. Because Patu Yasso, I didn't tell Monqua, what's the Ghana for, what I won't come. Yeah, if you won't come, yeah, I didn't know I could take a monk home. Now, so I drop off 1 kit to 1 from here to supplement. I'm not going to them and start before so we do in some home. Say, yes, see, when I'm in Pessa.
Right. Maji, and that's a roundup of way. And
so say Obia who said ya na echo. Na enomano realities no ewo ho. Realities no yebeka engo yia yebeka. And as I wo share ye said ya etie na you be wish say stability ebekoso. It is a business people, the business community, women ya trust our economy anymore. And so women ya GDS the okay, yeah, a bit to me age and nine so. It is a near any one high. No mum, a buy no so interest say purchasing power no. Ebe basoro. Purchasing power the business saying a business say a church for ya, one more coach dia a buy no it November, December, woman. Together with the allowances. I fear yesimu ya buying yeshe. Sikano, be there 13 months. No money at the as half one a car, a boama, sika, it be back room. So until the also torn at the honor to be new beer or baba beto. At the amanunti, a church as our honing in and I think a bit mamboa, or man say yawa, yin and ye my a bit mamboa, am I, no my to me, acosro. Na way wafe. And Felix Kwachu Fusu accountability series. And we know okay, well, me nyam when time she say, okay, yeah. One more Ekoba say na one more year Juma memo be by ya one more cotton if or no the official statement by say a buy na now we regularize it one more nam kwine papa soa one more farm woman one be reinstate you ache sadia no so omohwe because the year kan nyina ye economy ho asem the year ka nti nipa no wanya adwuma na wakotena fia eno so yade e ha adwen nti saa ho no eno so omonhwe na womo enka ho asem tentem na
right yo ade na aseda
wafa
aseda Na Alaji Dantata na atrasi.
Yamana Bishapa.
Raja go to so.
Engineer Abishapa.
Na ekwame no de.
Oh, nyametiase.
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 Ato who
Oh, sir, me Nyankopon kutem. So,
nyame kuta mu.
Nyame kutem mu pa.
Na nyame yi nsafiri so ade na nka bedie.
Oh, na anu na bomb, na yi nsafiri so say obehumi afere. We is suffering so one kasa na behumi afere. Enti ono anasem.
Yo, ade awie wotena ase a asemti awape. MPP was a party cruising to 2028 electoral victory or a party suffering from distraction. Your thoughts?
Oh, why na kasa asem we? Wa na woka na so obi na aka na woka.
What's it discuss?
Oh, discuss. Oh, NPP. Ma memfa kwanya iso adakabre na memma atifo afinshapa. I'm sorry, this is the first time I may baha. Na me ojidi panse Nyankopon ekuto bia mu na obehwe obia wo afia ye remu yimu 2026. A lot of blessings and ebeba. Nyankopon ebekoso no ehiraye. NPP yenam egu apaso bosome nyina mu na yebeyi en flag bearer. Na no na obia woye party member ewo ho kwan se o kire na dwen wo ho ansakra ne akoto aba no na de obia beka no nso wo ma ombeto aba no obia etie se eye papa o se enye papa o obia etie ano enyina eboa ama finally no yekohia na yayi nipa ose efata se omedi partner nim na yemfa no nko 2028 general elections na no na media sene da bia meka no so wo hwe ba bia NPP egina sesi ya enye sabre na yebeye trial and error sana yehu say yenko trial we na yenhwe say ono nso betimi aye bibia we need a formidable leader yaso na hwe Ghana fo nim no wo experience na wonim de stronko both locally and internationally Ghana fo ebuno ne huni asem ye fa no ko campaign bi wa ye mere bebre ono ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eno na party no me wogidi pan se na ye no 2014 na ye ka kire Ghana fo se 2014 NDC has said all that they could say about Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo anonti se sa de ne ko biewa hardly say ombenya bibi aka fa no ho no ye san fa no nko mframa nebo nyina kire se party no was geared to take Nana Akufo-Addo again as their leader and 2014 yekoye super delegate ye catch there woman ko say look papa no one one yedini ko ntumunyai ebi mu say omompene Islam contest and I sign koye we gave Nana Akufo-Addo about 95%. So the na ye no 2014 no it sent a great signal to Ghana say the party is united behind one person. The party is united behind one individual. You see, when Ghanaians saw that say party no nyina ajatum say nipa person say edeneko no ma obia hu say yes, this party is a serious party. I mean, that was the time where all the pintin hu ni ya amanfo kasa yes will be the professor your friends and professor Juan Boatin say ni din na mire fi kakra so
asenya professor Kwabena Frimpong Boatin
Frimpong Boatin kan ene
okay say
anra wakokan sembi say ono there in his mind no who said the current leadership of the party no is fake, and as a party no is not living the principles and the ideals of the party, and for that matter he thinks party no nyina so na de share no nyesa na ye kono. I mean, that was his opinion. Obi beka say ono na dwen me ekwan ya fa so ya handle sa matter we no. I think I have a bit of issue with it. If it was left to me, I think say I would not have handled it the way your current leadership based on the statement now, your general secretary issue, you know, I would not have handled it that way because we have about 2-3 weeks to go into a very serious election. Yeah, kotwaba woma omo air contesting na no obi are capable. Say obitimi a lead party no. Na yako 2028. But the best person among them no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I'm saying nipa bebre na so oma no agu ne so. Na omo edi na tem ebi mo eka na yenka. And na wakoka saa asem we say ono de ofi say the current leadership no they are living a fake life. They are not leading the party the way yen ideas and principles ethic. And until his spirit is not in it. Nakoma in him. That is one person talking. That is him alone. That is fine. So
I don't in this council.
That is exactly what we should have done. Even if anything at all. I think the best thing we should have done, the statement that came out should have said, the party has taken note of Papanin Sama Okayano, or taking notice of Papana Sama Okayano. And until the leadership of the party has invited him to come and explain the Nsemna Okayano. These could have put the onus on him to either go to meet the leadership or not. So obeshiamu nanka want to me explaining asem no one show remorse. Then you go to the next step by issuing the statement to take him through the process to expel him. And now say he could have decided not to meet the leadership. Now the next statement will come, say, well, we invited this man based on the comment I'll make here. And a wama will book part name tia nasmo kind also a good part in hoofing, and until this is a step we are taking him through. But all that we saw was that or making statement na or making an addition na issue statement say a process has been commenced to expel him from the party. To me, I don't think that was right. And you see, going to elections like this, a lot of people are saying a lot of things, and they're all, tantamount to causing serious heat in the party. And until say, "Obi can some nasa man of prominence that not just say, cause more problems in the party." I think they shouldn't have even gone in that tangent. The best was to call him, even invite him at the presence of the former 2 presidents, and then raise the matter. Let him speak. Because, you see, ADAKABRI, one thing I have seen, and he said, the people who started the party, they have this spirit in them, say, everything should remain the same as they started the party. But there's no way a political party remains the same. Political party, evolves. There is always a revolution that takes place in the time of a political party. It happens. I mean, I can cite a number of examples. I mean, if you go to UK, time not Labour, one more opposition. They were in opposition for a very long time until the time of Tony Blair. And authority, look, we want to win power, we want to take over the governance of this country. We are coming up with what we call New Labour. And Tony Blair, and the Green Omo. And Tony Sobaye. So, no mean now opposition. And Tony. So there was a huge revolution. People saw a new spirit leading the party. And Omo Ebesomo. He also faced the same opposition though, but new direction. And Onobesomo said, "Other party Nico." And until political party, there is always a revolution. There is always a change of direction. There's always whoever thought say NDC as it was before will come to a level that even the youth will take interest in NDC. But that is what is happening today. So if we continue,
I want to be positive in NDC.
Oh no, of course, yes. I mean, some time ago, hardly say who's a youth be cry. Can say he's interested in NDC. Yeah, but now things are changing, and so if NPP continue to live the same old way, not for now almost fees almost party, the next 20 years or no, from the next 20 years, no, Tasha. Is he going to be raised from the grave? Now, my partner name now only the partner. Always time beba ama nyankopon be raise obi part nankasa through it process no e be raise obi no obe lead partner. So when the man was spoken or share the position based on the previous election 2023, I can say election e koto ye no ye chinchin be bi monsa e mo to abama obi no clearly or show the position say he is not interested in that leader na no anunti nasema oka against obi na mrewe insem bebre ne bi maka ni nyina against the fortunes of the party anunti say obi abeka we ama ya issue statement say they be expelling na by the end of this year they expel almost half of the members because people are talking
about can also extraordinary na.
Look, you see me Oyepanyi, he shouldn't have spoken like that because you can see say obi a eya obi wonimu na ode kasa because that's more kind o de kwa adwendwemu a sebio it doesn't make sense say 2023 about 22 ye no chinchim krofo bi nsa ne to abama obi. You see, these are the people who believed or who created the impression say there was some kind of a system candidate. Fine, sahaba no ne wa mamuomu nti people couldn't respond to it properly. And ye de call election na ye de wie ye. Sabre ye free sa te bianemu ema ye wo a new era. Abatwa ye gotui. No one can say there is any system candidate.
Ma menye interview ba ko bimra. Na samna ibusa wo no. Say MPP. Is it a party cruising towards 2028 electoral victory? And as is it a party suffering from distraction? Yene a political historian, Professor Samuel Edu Jamfi, who is a lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Enkudi Enkomo Ekakra. Professor Edu Jamfi yamu wafinchi hapa. Prof na also etisign.
Yeah, mehoye pa kile pa dauma. Mjidisha also mehoye.
Nyame adom mehoye we radimu. Na yebusa varied issues and ye beka nyina in the MPP some ya eja na se men ko masam and menu Peter Edu Jamfi and Tribuasi ako we engineer no se me kan MPP asamache na we enjoy se me kan MPP asamte na ye kakakra yebusa say MPP is it a party cruising towards 2028 electoral victory and is it a party that is suffering from distraction and
you me that say chia 84 and one or more shows so internet so ade ba ko a me didi ni say MPP party a so na ewa abakosem mu duro na we bi no ho adane dane in historical studies your assembly can the central thesis continuity and discontinuity and the continuity and change say enwoma a free no etwasto na akwako gradachi na se ekono anso edi adane dane chance emre system tiniwe bi wa beji mu bo ana se bia no mani bi wo wa assuming faso the historical past no is because in your see na fathers are na including MPP now so yakagana bakosem Ghana bakosem a part of a MPP abakosem a part of Ghana's history. It sounds said a significant past a enra here. It so we share was MPP so go party no a party Ghana Fulina, including the NDC, CPP, PSC, whatever political party or tradition one will belong to. And when you say a viable, a significant party,
the attorney said, and said to me, Fan to my pifra, na a coswara, a gigana, opa, a kidman kibi, tata, mano, a courier, via a state nevata. Now, you, TBD away, me said, MPP, a one more thing said, Sabria, na 2028, the Cotuaba, me said, MPP one more thing between the elections, and Sabria, a Casimua. But if you go to 2028, no media than Dania. No memoirs, no maybe a need to me at it. Amma, obey to me, in your open said, obey to me, in your to me, now to me, the other small man Ghana. It, in the present context, maybe I met Nyaka said, the MPP are disrupted. Womu anamuntunwa, womutu, disruption, abim. Disruption, they do baby. Oh, baby, ebe saturday, ebe wusu, ebe pusu, baby, say pusu over. They do baby, say pusu, eboa, emma, institution, no, ananipa kura, ye pusu, no. It to me, enya agene satra, sesana agene, it to me see the hoso, ewa na mapa, so ya ejanu wa mabonia, wo ye etuitiri. And I said, disruption, no. To me, a kumukoju, a distraction. Over MPP, in parties there. Ubeko so in a chira, they be a city American. I say, a forest. Quiet. Usha aerial viewer, Udina Asra, another quiet infonia. I always say, pioneer carbon, quiet too. But who remember over the debate in Sibre? Meaning so ultimate kind of a line.
That means a trunk up a year. And a matemason.
You, a dear beer, I wouldn't Sibre. And now it will be so I bang so it will be. Naturally, say, worship party unity from a fan internally, no? Ebiana. Intichemu woman so bia e woni opinion ma me fe no kasa na sa opinion no as trees in the forest no o carry na bomu a ene na man forest cover and shade it individual opinion so obi e tumi kire na gene e wo MPP mu no ene ma MPP kwaye no it will be evergreen forest na so obi agene kire o content kro agene kire ye de kire MPP kwaye bretu no say ye ka say hunya na ye say ye de duboni bi aka ediano emman ana ni root na ama ediano entumi enye ne diane eso ye and go through proper photosynthesis emma ontumi yield fruit eso yield the individual actors count them 1 to millions say one woman also a party bano. Excellent not gini kwa so. Na be betting. Yes, you free party no say. There akoso in the contemporary history of the party. Kum kwa MPP kwa every two no and we na Emma state no it two. That is one. A major disruption which is a distraction. The tradition of the MPP, in many respects, democratic tradition. But in its contemporary history, the party has suffered from party hijacking, xenophobia, especially what the party, at the show bottom. Now, Ghana's political history and the political party formation history. And you need acquire your far so a free ethnic based party, regional based party, association per se, group based party to broad based masses political party approach. Say, yes, party bia ebe dominara your man for a Ghana 4 man for no party. Na enyina ethnicity so enyina your friend saying ebusua bi so na mum engineer written bi so na mum ejina Ghana for nyina so masses approach party a yehunu ya ebi kura bo a yema CPP etumi unity in the events leading to independence near there. See, fundamental the masses approach of the MPP based on democratic credentials. No? I suffer a lot because it's not only the expression of opinion, but the party's own institutional mechanism near there. What this see one no a true baby, no way you will see at the chain. Actors were present or say you want to swab. What two or so about more by executive, a bit is a community upon the Polawintania Foku. Party non penny phobi, you won't free moon. Based on the machinations that were settled within the party in the name of the party's own constitutional arrangement, you know, will you or Yanko you won't free home 2014, 2015. I said it, Google me. May refer to Penia Kufado as a democratic dictator, quote and unquote, on the basis of this. And I said,
Tibia, who refer to Omapanye when Kufado or a democratic dictator?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us more about that.
I'm a maker say MPP, Yona Bedemuno, I say Bola Suja, Eswasie, na Enche, Ejano, a best socket here. On the basis of alternation of political power every 8 years, and my MPP crying, and I've said it time and again, I'm one year to me. Now, Bra, when you're to me 2017, it did not mean that the party was united. No, when you're to me, dear, they said to me, Obiara, everyone was whipped into line. Yes, look, Nipano. Oja Ghana constitutional, you go to Sanwa. Obi be man penia, 2 year Ghana ina, they said ya bona boso. It is to me, on my 2 year the kura flag bearer answer. On my 2 year the kura on my peninsa. I want to know your party need to come for. Remember what they came for. The fundamentally, the party had to be whipped into line. It doesn't mean that there was party unity. The performance of the party within the 4 years under review of Akufo-Addo Bawumia's tenure, with the absence of proper constitutionalism within the department, because Nkofo ye won't see change leading going forward. Ebeni Alan Kodo Tremate no money and there are almost 50 money and there several issues have gone on here. The party was in power. Ebeni Alan Kodo Tremate me sumubi any idea. But you know you will be a call yen the won't come over. But
and then Cabral from Poor Boatin to the other count.
Fantastic. We saw say the confidence in the party's credentials, from i.e. based on the party's own performance in government the first term. Second term, what we have referred to popularly as hang parliament. The Speaker's Breakfast Forum, Lancaster Kumasi, now we can't discuss and no Speaker Babin's Breakfast Forum. Many penny H. Prempe, no ye key speaker. And a many Baba call UPSC, near discussion. Make I say, Ghana's history in testing Baron de Montesquieu's separation of powers, we would have a good test within the period. Parliamentar, Obia any straight absolute majority, Robert stamping as we have seen historically. And indeed, it was also going to be a great staker ever testing the executive head, and the party functionaries in the government. Whether you like it or not, you want to say, by the second term election, the first term election, you want to say MPP Anyadi. That is why the party, the government became, parliament became a hung parliament. You want to say MPP, don't know Lusun Konya, our parliamentary, you will say, party no longer struggling as an old winning political power. The second term was several years, Akufo-Addo Baumia, His Excellencies, Suma Obesumyeno, and so Omanfueni. Candidate Baumia was presented, Omanfono, and Yenantum. Sentia, Oman Yenantum leads to many questions. Yes, sir, Omanfo, Etumi, Eyano. One of these questions, among other things, and they say, Openiba Mia Eka said, MPP4 ama Nuankwa, Nuankodi Kanya, based on your Nangatani Nuansa Wakayo, say, Obia will see a slim northern and upper retention, ADAD, say, ya mano kwanya na onu triwa ye ma ubia wa yesrimni media debi within the period under review. Openi ba umia se mo kan na me paraphrase. I'm not quoting it verbatim. Na manfo ewo part ni mo sabre yi so sha he is dividing opinion. I will not frame it within broader history of Ghana, but the opinion is divided in the MPP. Obiawaye credible polls Ubiano Ubewulite Ubisa the masses of Ghanaians, not only the internal masses per se, but Ghana for the say candidate Baumia and a candidate Kennedy no one marker say Ghana for Kotwaba on items being there from items A to Z, which we have done anyway in the past. We saw say the opinion was very divided. The Mekaite mini happening at the first day better about Meka said, I'm waiting for him to come again because so Obebio, based on the kind of research we have done, Obebio said opinion is divided about the leadership of Openi Baumia. Now the opinion divides amongst or no any one particular key candidate like Kennedy Dapon and some other persons, pick the rest of the votes are within the periphery. Say what are the peripheral votes, so to speak? Or the Kennedy DM1. He jumps ahead of Openi Baumia. Now, what is accounting for that? Going forward into 31st and beyond, win or lose. What message can Openi Baumia at the Rani 2028 election for the MPP? Today, the party's leadership and Komobia Ebeko Subia Sabri a divided party because go for our parliament to be how many MPs say so must stay neutral. As so woman do Openi Baumia. Sanko for no. Se womuko January end the year. Let's Openi Baumia or Lucia, so to speak. Would they remain as key actors who would have opinion to share to support the growth and the cause of the party? One more I hate below the belt in terms of the MPP's own internal party. Party DC is being MC. I am saying a former MC is more, and it is being idea. And so a divided between Openi Baumia and the Kennedy Dapon. In that action, are they contributing to the peace, internal peace building and comradeship, camaraderie, oneness?
Okay, make an assessment of Baumia and my say Baumia, it appears Global Info Analytics, other posters are saying say or cruise to a victory, though can a formidable. What do you make of Baumia candidature?
And one of them are making you. Openi Baumia also promises Zongo, Northern and Muslim votes. Election on Mukoto. Question maybe can say over maybe I'll push all my 10 questions or so to you. I'm better to so penny about me and the money.
Matimeko Kopena Busano.
Now, Kosan say, some votes na then the last election no Amba. And what is the guarantee? Say 2028 no some votes no beba. Critical times, critical questions. Oh, they are making offer.
And 10 questions now.
There are internal squabbles. The party's leadership, including Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no, a flag bearer for the party, no, are countenancing, are tolerating, especially attacks on Opedi Kennedy Japan. And I need to say it with emphasis. We're tolerating, we're countenancing party executives in Swama. Anyway, let me say it. Say, I wonder how MP4 in their next primaries to elect party leaders, no, maintain these leaders will some form in 2028, and these leaders can win them victory in 2028. I wonder how they are going to achieve that goal. I wonder how the current leadership will achieve that goal. In my view, and someone will pick the entire slate and produce new leadership for the party. Because our performance, first of all, is very abysmal, and we all saw it. And scientific data, when you know what's the muka, we bet to me a chimuno, we bet to me a wine, we bet to me a young so, we bet to me a PBR, we bet to me a can move into a spin doctor. In my view, to be a useless analysis. Those people who went to the generals who went to war and did not return back home with victory, no? What new strategies do they have to offer to lead the next war? It's here for Nigeria.
I don't know to see a Peter Pesam in Porso. Now, Muebi Kakra, na mesa about her at a later interview. Now, what conclude? Here, push 10 questions in Famame. Now, why points to me? That's Peter.
Oh, ADAKABRI. You see, look, I don't know. Okay, let me put that one aside because your friends say, "Why you professor? Why you professor? Do you feel bad?" Oh, it didn't wait too almost. We want to hear something, tangible. I hear as more can. As akasa be 20 minutes. Who ni team? Who ni kon? We assignment okay? Huh? Enti Bawumia kwa na ko election organ na lose.
I say Bawumia votes also the went.
Oh, that's more okay. Se bi onyansa be no. Bawumia kwa na ko election how lose. Look, Atamels was a vice president. Oko election onya 44%. The year 2000. Osalu ana Bawumia 41% or 42%. It's the same. Look, what co-election? Atamels got another 4 years vice president. Where were 8 years vice president? Look at all the troubles our party, INPP, government echo through. Me who am I analysis? When I say we what's a professor? We political analyst. Me who all analyze it because if you look at the difficulty Akufo-Addo government went through, difficulty 2020. Why not me Pia Bontenko campaign? Look, the party that was able to sack its own general secretary, sack the national chairman, sack the second national chairman. Am I a winning election, hands down? You're talking about NPP like this? What does he know about NPP? I didn't win him for NPP. You see, yeah, I'm telling you, we are down, but we are not weak. NPP is very strong, and we are coming out stronger than ever before. So that's it. Me say, party, we are electing a leader. So I can say we had a system candidate. Now there's not going to be any system candidate. Bawumia is going to be elected resoundly.
No, say Bawumia do so the Baba won't be farmer.
Won't be farmer now, or you vote on the chiche. On what election that? On what election that? Uncle Jimmy no saying city. Uncle Jimmy no saying city. Look. Everything was against NPP in the year 2024. Everything was against it wasn't Bawumia. Everything was against NPP. Yeah. On Maya yet.
Or is this
look what the Mayan to abandoning in leader 31st from that time onwards, you will see the difference. So I say Bawumia is now going to stand alone. Nobody can link him to anybody, and you will see his prowess, what he's capable of. So that's it. Me say 2028, Bawumia will be the elected president of Ghana. Anybody can sign. You can mark it anywhere. So na yenya sa nkofo yenya me meet and make my cancel because I want to have a program here.
Just say 2028 Bawumia better.
Bawumia is winning. Bawumia is winning the general elections. So that's it. You see, say we Ghana in history. Anytime a political party be 8 years, you know, a party sets in. A bit to all the political parties in Ghana. The year 2000, and then Amoka se Bawumia, Eko Abatwane Nabaso no. You told the year 2000 you know. No na Kufuado enya 4.1 million. Me wa. What they compare a year before 2024 the year 2009 2004 2004 you to about President Kufuor contest you know. President Kufuor had 4.5 million. Until they compare near Nana Kufuor 2008 ya. Number so over 400,000 votes. And I will lose you wanya. And they call
Joshua Menu on Facebook Live.
Mami
I said the prof is right. Let the man in the studios deny what is obvious.
Oh.
They will lose and lose again.
I said that's fine. I mean, that's fine. They will lose. That's fine. So I say you can side with anybody. But the point is, Nana Akufo-Addo lost votes. Time I contested 2008. I don't think they call runoff. No. Otiminya the same 4.5 million. And go win in 2008. Number so over 400,000. The same thing. And now John Mahama. Onya about 45% are saying 2016. On one president too. And until say Bawumia be vice president for 8 years. Now say ya co election now lose. Is it a big deal? It has happened. Look, to the year 1996. Kufuor, Osha ni vote onyaye compared to NDC, Rollins Tama. Whoever thought say obetimi abe weni anya majority in the year 2000. So that's it. Ni nyina ni say sa nsem bia nkrofo bi kan omudigu party no fie no. Ombejai. So that's it. The difficulty Bawumia went through, no candidate has ever gone through. Say uye candidate, na wankasa members of parliament. Any a candidate also no contest here. Ejina bontin catch the Ghana for say. Abaina and PP4 ye womuna ye Nana Akufo-Addo jenimono. We are looting state properties, we are stealing monies, and we are stacking them in a brochure. Ebapo when they want me obi edin. Na wakasa asemu dey to Ghana for. Who person Ghana for nkoto aba party no. Ebapo when what say can Japan wo obi say obokro no bi. Sa you know I don't know more you know. Omo can say on budget about 20 billion from people no. What is Omo go give BF bi ho? Why no makoche no? So I say who can the Japan ko jina bonten catch Ghana for say sa vice president ya e ba omie etimi be brabo no say ometua $800 million. Emano na on can say on contest bio. Na sa ni pay who be jina bonten catch Ghana for say sa papa na go be brabo me 800 million Ghana cedis dollars in po $800 million no oninye mon koto abama na Ghana ni be na be kwa koto abama no ye na nkasa na ye say ye ho 2024 so that's it and then ye ni aba mu what is Canada Japan or campaign message. The only campaign message Canada Japan had in 2024 was to ensure the certain president, ensure the government officials and label omunyina so bia ye kromfo. That is all he did. And then ye ni aba me and your bottles and on na no obu nsu ogum oguru ba bia na odi kala bia from what way adwen we me ba metimi ayi hwan amamo. What is all message? So that's it. Tama na o scan na o say o person obi bi enyuma na adem to on go bi enyuma na o kana o so obetime si nsuo hotel e wo pumu a on go pumu hotel what is stopping him on go yeme hwe so that onya dan leadership kwa on sika no nya leadership na man nya so sika leadership be no a president ansa no nya he should go and do what he says he can do so that say if you say amamu what does he know about economic management. Na minuti way na ye NPP obada be so ye leader NPP Canada Japan. I mean, how would you even see NPP? Hey. Please, we need to be very careful. We need to be serious. You see, enter na panin phone bi kasa na me ka say saa adwene hye omutrim say saa mentality na omde hye ase no mpanimfo ebre bi ba MPP yete o UK ukọ ba bia na mpanimfo na hye akwa na omye meeting o ya akwada wontimi nkọ ukotete mpoma mu the party has grown past that. A lot of people have joined. And until the next 20 years, they will not be alive to lead the party. And that's what I don't say.
Amaliba Mremubi. Amaliba. Sir, the Mumba Chidimu.
Oh, should I free for?
I'll cruising to victory in 2028 as next president.
For my mama, Hannah in Chiabush for Jibriti away. And another decaya issue of female, so my mouth belated New Year. Engineer only Henchia. Over. A new ma Ecoso MPP Monomia Yemi. They call somewhere 2011. Thereabout. Mr. Kwame Pienim, our grantee interview to Africa Watch magazine. Now, at that time, I can simply say, a banner say, on voyage for the integrity of President Mills, so when you're corrupt, he can put his hand in a fire for President Mills. Who you remember that statement? It created a lot of controversies within the country political space. And on Africa Watch co-interview now, in the course of that interview of making this profound statement way, I come out you never be seen there. Also, the good antidote for bad governance is the fear for losing political power. Unquote. Over. If that fear of losing power no be Juma, there must be a credible contender who will take over from the ruling party. And the fear of relinquishing power for the ruling party no, will compel the ruling party to do things and do things right. I don't think even though MPP for your more money na me, we so mu ye fake, almost say original idea for ID card bra. O crampoking some kind na mayu lusu aba. Ene ayampi omo to form hui. Baumia camp ene Kene Japan camp. Iti kwabra neti ya ubusa say otu abayi Kene Japan ne kase wono ne partner kaninia okrobe hu partner say. Obinsu say oh ya tu abama Kena just say born panians for cabinet meeting. Oh when me na some mo no ka form hu. Ye NDC ya te din ye he omo. Na mom amamua President Mahama ene Prof Jena na Pokwa Agyeman e de magana for no. Ghana for say ni aso ye ma buy ne money yo. Say fuel price ever form inflation akufo do na buy e de 54% led by the then vice president Raji Mahamadou Bawumia as a vice president. President Mahama buy no chef 5.4 no mienu no the dot ba kusi vivini and 5.4%. And one of the greatest political injustice ever done or perpetrated under our time is the claim that the MPP are the good managers of the economy. What have they managed better? Are they no manage better in this country? Today, here they are. Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, in 2016, also when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. When in doubt, observe the exchange rate. And the exchange rate it is this year. It is saying, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you, and the exchange rate, no, it is saying. And yet, the jet of President Mahama government, no, are taking higher altitude, and we are cruising comfortably towards the promised land. You near that jet cry, but we expect them to organize and become a disciplined party. To the NDC here, Wamokasa, Ghanaians will agree with the Omokano and call government attention to focus on delivering good policies and good programs that will catapult Ghana to the next level. We are building a 21st century Ghana. Yeah, building a mania, a best standing the shocks of all times. Yeah, she a mania, a best competing with the global world. Yeah, building a mania no matter what. Yeah, seek assembly yeah, IMF and be dictating change because IMF is a coffin builder for countries' economies. Indeed, Omano Ewa, na me bobo adaka dia ma wo adaka no so nipa no to ha fa no suni ye ha fa no kambu she ha Ghana ye share lessons after 60 years of independence yen ko sa tibia no mu biom enti wo fa the America champion na no se Ghana for mu tie wie ni se omampini John Dramani Mahama ene ma meje no poku agyeman etia bankasiem omo Ghana for moda monda sasa bamu mpinimfo ebodwuma so ya Ghana ya chichire oman ne kakra esan say IMF and the MPP if they will be honest to themselves they are shocked baby omudi oman ne koduru ye oman ya omu jama President Mahama ene mpempeso ya peja Ghana afiri no a Mr. Kwame Mpini me kotu ne earlier no o kan say Ghana may recover be take 30 years na me boa. Yes, but then you are building your reserves up to the sense IMF is even shocked that we have been able to build our reserves 1 year in government ahead of projections of Modemaye. It tells you that Ghana is in safe hands. We are cruising comfortably, leading Ghana to a prosperity. But we beg the MPP, please, 31st January, my appeal to the MPP is saying, Ayaba no mokoto, yempe mpontimba, yempe sekai, yempe womafunu, yempe Afghanistan, yempe sa nyomano, kaka bensem dwe mimsem, ene sebe abonofo semwa, omonde ko Ghana for so no. Momon fa sa ni brene enko omo so esan say, ebinim the petition e de koma IGP say, enye bia ba omi team epeso mo wi abamu, na mo amomi onu efio. If efia bampo, you can't trust yourself and you are kissing each other to the extent of sending a petition to the Ghana Police Service to say they will be regular. And you go Ghana free MP before 2024 because a common ponchini and almost some in Danchabo almost some kushi area and ponchini on by day. In the offer, yes, some kose. Now they should behave themselves such that they can provide credible opposition and offer constructive criticism to guide President Mahama's government to deliver well for the people of Ghana. As President Mahama promised, there is certain agenda. In conclusion, they should join voices with the NDC and call for Kenoforiata to come home and account. So I say asking him to resign is like asking a man to leave his children. Children are here. We miss Kenoforiata. Father, come home and account for your stewardship. Good day to MPP.
Chairman ni masemi and a dawani mono.
ADAKABRI, you see, I was making a point earlier. I can say near NPP for Musesia, you know. The BSC paying the Bible Suesi 208. Yeah, to abano. There was an R party. Nipa Bebrian Koto. Your candidates. What they compare ni vote onyaye to 2004. President Kofo vote onyaye. Now we're running short of over 400,000. And Atamels at the winning year in the first round like Koyeno and they go to second round. 2012. And I'm say Oma Kotwaba. Ehun say Oma Yade NPP alusu power. Anunti yelusu adieno. Dodo na jichi Ekotwaba 2012. Emma yitimi jina bonten ka say aban kwa ye wene ye and NDC for kwam efa kwan bi so ewiemo. The same thing and true NDC Tama Fonka ene hwan game ekoswa NDC mu ena almost so apathy esi mu 2016 almost so omunkrofo mpia mamot ameto abonten ama bonten ameto aba NPP ye kwa bonten koto aba ena ye wene ye 2020 NDC fo hu say yenso ye mistake o adenti mpia nkoto aba omundodo na gitwi ekwa bonten koto aba anunti so behwe a ekakakra bi na NPP kai lusu 2020 the same thing ena ebe happen 2028 ohia NDC for ankwa ekwa bonten 2020 na o ma win no almost sign the momentum na to aso etimi de win 2024 yeah, 2028 NPP for over 2.7 million. Nanka ohwe abaye to no 2024 vote yenyaye what they compare 2029 nanka ye ho kwan senka yetimi wene so omunyina ba bonten beto aba nso ma bonten beto aba anunti we are expecting says yetimi kan ye nema bom eye nema ye na ye 2028 dodo na omo behu se they made a mistake for not coming out to vote. You know, bimo sorry tia party no, I can some any party no, and no shenkrofo bufu ema oma mabontia metoba. We are all in opposition. A combat will be 4 years no one because I want you to 2028 and you'll be never catch yourself about because everybody knows say NPP will do far better than NDC when we are in government. Yeah. Ofideyaso Adakabre, I've said that a number of times. Say what was happening at that time in 2024, by the end of 2025, the inflation was going to come down to barely minimum. And I made analysis say, so okay near a 2023, 2024 now. So that time, businesses say, Yaman lockdown, Obia edi enema wabontin yina, near storeroom yina, omkuyi bigwa bontin, eton ediye. Anunti, getting to 2023, banu yina no, na enyema na ewo market no, omko abontin no makofa biaba, omoba ya amde bigwa na asa, gradually, and I build the market stock, and a market no fell there. Na slano inflation no was low. Na afe ekase omutimikofa more eba. Edi be fill there almost storeroom. Into store no na se market no so saturated. That is where we tame inflation. Into that time when na ebi ni market no obviously look for bar. Amount 4 beto. That is why it got to a point inflation was very high because item number 2 no be befa. That was the time where we be converting in sika eco dollar no the kwam on eco tono. So I say this was going to continue till say the market will be saturated and then the storeroom will also be filled up. Amaye who say bi wa bonten bi wo storeroom e ba sa abon se market nti so obi a okofa ba beton bi ya no obaba na bi bo market nti what do? You sell it quickly and go anunti and inflation ever form no. That was going to happen anyway and it is happening across the world enya Ghana nkwa and but what is significant I just say say the artificial way of controlling the dollar, that is where the problem is. Because if just 1 year Yatimia spending over $10 billion with the aim of buying the local currency. Yet the dollar no, abrochire dollar no, yet the core market, ni akoto ye nyankasa ye nsidi no, ye de kogu dem. Sebe ya, ye betimi enya dollar ni bebre awa abonten. Na ebasa u kope dollar ni bia enubine. That does not translate into job creation. It doesn't lead to anything. Your cost leads to what? It leads to artificial way of managing things. I know na omo ye. I know na omo aye ama the exchange rate no aye stable no. But it's not going to translate into job. Yeah. And this is for the first 6 months. And skebia ewo any agency, any department biano omo rekupu ni nyina, omo atwe ni nyina Eco Bank of Ghana. It took over 6 months. Na institution obi eni hwa sika won accounts mu. Sabra me no ka say there is no project happening. Yedru afi we ma omo ebe releases kana project ashase no. Obehu how things will be because people would demand dollars to go out there to buy stuff to come and do their project. And things are not going to be the same. If it continues, so be it. Everybody will be happy. But is it also going to translate into job creation? Near Aomoye, everybody buy a for time. Now banks, they were chasing individuals to come and take loan. Are we seeing that? Even though we claim that dollar no aba form, inflation our form, Oko banker interest rate our form are people able to borrow money from market? And in ye artificial say ye NPP ye nimsa say ye be say I'm a Ghana for any agent no one who said dollar number form so who need number that crana ye cash dollar number for number that I will come so on kasa. Who could have done that? But we thought that is not how to govern a nation. If you govern a nation and you just make artificial means, a big dollar no are stable, not ain't creating any job for anybody. You don't manage a country like that. And that is where the problem is. But I'll tell you, here NPP in our constitution, until say about a flag bearer, no, there is no leader of the party. The leader is literally the chairman of the party. The chairman also will need, gravitas now with me akasa. If president speaks and I say if there's anything going on, with me akasa. Now when we elect our leader, the leader is going to have the responsibility to take on the government. ekoswa enya etwase Ghana for nyina ehu because he's going to speak to issues and we can all come here to analyze them. And to me the ekoswa yeah kase dollar aba from I said it before. Say if it was about market inflation there, it was going to continue. Nneema beko so akọ soro kopim se omo kofa nneema aba efri amanone aba no omo de baba market na market na is saturated na enye bi nso gu store room na store rooms na I filled up na afei oba abonten bi gu ho ebisa wa abonten betima kofa bi afri store room abeton no. That is how we control inflation. And it is not the doing of the government.
Okay,
just artificial way of managing the dollar. And if that is what Ghanaians want, we could have done this times 3, but we thought say that is not how to manage economy. You don't create artificial means to control the dollar. It doesn't bring anything because Ghana for person who enyuma say ye create enyuma. By the end of this year, the questions Ghanaians are going to ask this government because what they're doing is not translating into anything. Dollar and yere. A call for me why and is it doing anything to anybody?
I'm about yere and I'm with you.
Over. You see, my cancer with many times Mesa can be MPP form open one yin konya pa ya wo baako fo tumi gina baby no atuhu MPP ni o wi ana se wode ne toaje so we ka se nipa mienu ukopi ho a nipa baako na oyi sa nkonya no. On one breath, NDC is managing the economy artificially and the gains are yehu no realistic. It doesn't reflect on the pocket of the people of Ghana. On one breath, the same conform making that claim no. Almost Bawumia, barely 2 or 3 days ago, was in the ideas in a government Ghana here because he laid a better foundation for NDC government to take off. And the Bawumia ideas never worked when he was in power. He only left power and his ideas began to work. Very interesting. We are hearing strange things with comprehensive studies, according to Professor Konotu Ahulu of blessed memory. But of him, I am shocked. Engineer Bonshia Koye engineer. Because Koye bridges or Tiani policies. Don't forget.
Nikromo bridge, massive bridge in the eye.
Oh, yeah. But
Tia Saba Walker. Was it COVID the buy? No, amount for you, I'm only over warehouse in Alberton, dear. The Sentinel warehouse now you're empty. Number 1 was almost stock warehouses New Year, and some of the baby go on Tia Beton. I don't think they shoot inflation in Ghana. Please.
You've turned it.
You see?
Put it the same way I'm can on.
MPP in Ekasano. They forgot. If I were an engineer or you're economist, I don't think they were in high school. Basic economics. When government print more money and pump it liquidity into the system without accompanying productivity, what will happen to prices of goods and services? Because there will be substantial amount of money in the market chasing on existing goods. Would that be inflation? Would that cause inflation? I am not an economist like or the saying Bawumia, but this is trite, basic, elementary. Engineer, you are here pushing this argument. You are making mockery of yourself. Number 1, number 2. Well, say you're pumping over $10 billion into the market to buy local currency. Over, hey. Any doctor to force who papa? Over $10 billion. Ever them. No one found Kobua Bawumia. Man running MPP economy. Oh, Dr. To. The truth of the matter is this. Dr. To force naka. Me boss, me jemfiaka. Honorable Azikadongo waka. And many government officials, including Minister for Government Communication, Honorable Fellows of Osukwache. And I'll repeat a point Bino Aka again. Ofa, here be before bia, but near economy, it is common sense that is managing the economy. Common sense, basic. Ghana is import-driven economy, and import-driven, majority of your business people need money. In this case, dollars to go outside and import because the dollar is the major trading currency of Ghana. So when there is few dollars in the hands of central government now, what happens is that it will push the dollar rate to go up. And the idea aban way say through gold board led by the impeccable lawyer Honorable Sami Jemfi idea way any Bank of Ghana to the central banks how much they need to meet the supply or demand of the market. ADB said me here by $2 million within this month. Ghana commercial banks say me here 1.5 million. Prudential me here by 3 million. The Bank of Ghana just has to win me now free commercial banks on what through Gold Board as an agency incorporated under the statutory agency incorporated by Parliament working under Bank of Ghana. Agency has free Bank of Ghana what? No, they are to gold. No, a ship gold no. Or ship here maximum 3 days. Now forest now have back to Bank of Ghana. And depending on how much the commercial banks allocate my Bank of Ghana with respect to the demand of dollar amount of muhiano, sikana ba ye pay na central bank na then I release the needed necessary amount in the respective commercial banks. And it's how you import our abosho kai, Kokompe, Tantamanto, Makola, and others. Now call bank in a all the time they will need them, they have the dollars and give to you. And only a kind of protocol say intermediation, basic. Say every before entities have some way I say no must the Bank of Ghana I pump 10 billion, hey, don't have to force them or 10 billion one of them. You $2 for Ghana over $2 ana. Bank of Ghana $2. Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance doesn't print dollars in the country. This is how we get the dollars. Before then, we relied on exporters of Mokroma and Yoma Omodeko. And then, in the best case scenario, syndicated loan by Ghana Cocoa Board. But then, because of the existence of Gold Board and that's how do you call it, the most excellent leadership is which is offered by lawyer Sami Jemfi. He has been able to manage the gold industry so well that what slippage is a warm or the saying smuggling like cost you. Yes, said your money now. Now our gold is being controlled by the government through Gold Board. And on my success way. Honorable MP4 Swami, the former MP4 Swami, and then immediate past majority leader of Parliament, Honorable or the same Chairman Sabunsu. Or can say Gold Board no send this to the bar no more than year a beboa or mine and to one west go and listen to him. More money no. I am reminding you, people who think like you. Over. Okay. As someone was like you, mom, a person in Boston. My name is movie. My name is Kakra. Engineer. And this is Katomani from Muberi.
Oh, ADAKABRI, you see, and this almost mutrim your mother because Ghana for no more dealing no. And they almost artificial near also ajatum say almost cotton gold, not dollar on Benyano no more akoto Ghana cities, na almost the dollar no eguabontain, na ubia opibia nyabi. That is an artificial way of managing things. You don't do that. When you do that, over 10 billion, that $10 billion could have done a lot in the country. $10 billion, just to maintain the exchange rate. Ghana, no, it doesn't translate into jobs. It doesn't expand in the company. And they Ghana for Guha. Omo enya adwumanya no nurse fugu abonten a teacher fugu abonten omo mawie school bebre egu abonten a omo nya adwumanya. So what are we doing? Ye dey creating jobs ama womo. These are the questions Ghanaians are asking. And in ya wo ye dollar na ba from anti mu tum ho no. I don't think say that is what Ghanaians want to see. Yeah, person who say any interventional event be na mo ye there is nothing like that. Into Afiba Kwabesnoko, they say in Fiemunu and NDC, or Moma Mumu. Is there anything that we can pinpoint? Say, we buy and win, or my Ayana. Ghana, so there, in year a few years, the next year, election year, we are going into the general election. Into this year, you have all your time to do whatever you can in this year. One to me and BBI significant, then Ghanaians are going to question you. But come back to NPP. yen election aye koi. Ni aye kan say abana ye kulusu ye no ebi esi Ghana pen. This is not the first time. Bawumia enye ono as a candidate no enema ye lusu ye. We have a stronger chance of reclaiming power in the year 2028. Who be here say ye nyina beka ho bom na ya to no massively for Bawumia to send a message to Ghanaians say the party is united behind one person. Na inyato abamani wia. I mean anybody ukotoma Brian Champoma ontime wene. So you just wasted your vote. Utoma kana Japan ontime wene. You've wasted your vote. But let us put our votes together to send a message. That is very, very important. Just as we did for Nana Akufo-Addo in the year 2014. Na intimi and continue to many friends for
further comments. We're winning over incoming NDC candidates. No.
Over 3 months ago, by November last year, right? Well, we Ghanaian Times 3 months ago. Relief at last. Nurses midwife to receive 10 months salary arrears, Minister of Health. Before we left last year behind, Minister of Health, 10 months arrears, we cleared it, which became the basis for their demonstration at that time. That's right.
12 months new.
Please.
My release 10 months. What has it got to do with NPP?
Oh, master.
I'm what by 12 months new. Most of my releasing payment last week.
3 months. Stop that.
3 months. 3 months ago. No, what has it got to do with NPP? Master, wouldn't even be
one thing they make can I say? But let me educate him and people who think like him.
Let's go ahead.
Government pump $10 billion into the economy to sustain the dollar, so the city. As if say, Sikani Gudem, I buy $1 billion. That is not what we do.
And that's what they're doing.
What government is saying is that we have the resources. We will back our resources, the strength of our currency with the resources. In fact, and then Sydney a little above 10. You perceive the bad down, we can still do it, but President Mahama Numu say the city a form more a bit infected, a bit affected the export the export community in Ghana. And nothing they keep at 10. Adia amomo struggle your money man yeno. Enti and the monka Bawumia say when in doubt observe the exchange rate. When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Now, Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia over Bawumia there or your full project emame. Na me train say NPP because ko yi Bawumia wie na fei me nkomo a me wo fa Bawumia ho no me din ye. Let me repeat again. Bawumia or your full project emame amala.
Ah, o dey back then I back.
Na me twem NPP for ko yi Bawumia wie as their flag bearer. Eno achi ena nkomo a me wo Bawumia ho no medi. Bia what's say Brian Champon to me win elections? I don't care. Can Japan to me win? I don't care. All of them, group them together. When the betting man is not asking the boss say he can perform better than what NDC is doing. Overseas, I told a Ghana for who say Amam na President Mahama Ebuno Sebio Seb Mahama Nyansa ni Nimbiano de Bumaino. The wisdom and the knowledge and political and philosophical beliefs on President Mahama and the value and ethics, all of them are boxed within the ideological inclination of the NDC as a political party, which is the social democratic political party that believes in the welfare of the Ghanaian populace. Finito. So no matter the knowledge and the wisdom of President Mahama, if he does not believe in this philosophy and will work within the frontiers and boundaries of this philosophy as an and of NDC as a political party, he cannot fit in. And if President Mahama is performing miracles, the next leader of NDC will even perform more miracles than President Mahama. So say the blueprint is there for every leader of the party to follow. You are gone for good.
Yeah, finally the mechanism the penchant of issuing statement just to threaten people, say mobile expel or more and people. I think say the leadership of the party should be very careful because we allowed others to do worse, to say worse, no actions
So is MPP being distracted now?
So the aim is to distract the party. Ebimini Papa we, Nancy Papa we didn't debe shimu, Anane Papa na Bumpamu apano. Everyone say, you know, Papa just kono. Or didn't debe shimu, and now on the coin. Oh yeah. Well, just go. I'm planning for him. You see, me na nakasim. I say Ghana ni. When your sister yes you quad, ya can you ajim bonen kwa. Ebimu and abeshe Professor Boatino ajim bonen kwa. Omunya 70 years you kwa. Ajim bonen asho mutrim. And that is what he's doing. What he's doing doesn't make sense. Said 2023, ichinchim microphones ema ye koto abama obi. The question is about to go to use chinchim obi sana. Se ba omnya sa wen ya. Near all can about trust answer obekoso akane all can. I think say Canada Japan did worse. Onu crowd to me can say me party me film but make sure that I destroy things for the party. Then to me anya na he. O to me can the president former president atami anya na he. O to me yeah o kind of can bia no when obi anya na he. So if people have said worse against the party, a group party who fin etimi jina bonde can the sitting president of NPP, I will you know I'm going to give him a showdown just to run down the president and the vice president. Then you can hear nay papa yes mo kan doesn't can hear. You see, so I think looking at sa nemanya asiko your leadership omantiman take a decision, you know, that's a papa we become I think that it's a lesson we all need to learn from all kind of say and maybe party no should have acted long time. Now the okaka ho ambe the menene nyadwen and they say echinchim go binsa and ekoto amama na you know bawomia. We are going into the next election end of this month is a test case for him. So bawomia sa wen ya obetima be gina montin aka say obi ne kochinchim obi nsa na
okay over engineer kan sem bi ehu hia pa Ghana phone busa no osesabe udi 70 years na pempe wa pala dwembone ba otrim ayi bi o mampene kufuado na pempe wa pala dwembone ba ntimo
me da obi na kan man kasa na me kan me so obi na kan na me kan but I can have evidence obi dey say Dr. Anna Nene papa professor won kan ntinu ntinu fita adwembone nko Ajim
e kuro mampene kufuado
obi dey say nyaho tamakro o dey nanim adwembone pa o ka say achi say
ba me so ni yo
no nyaho tamakro o echa na no adwembone na echa
ba me so ni Ghana phone kai ba me so ni
no do nyanya 70 years
ba me so ni
nyanya 70 years
ba me so ni
adwembone nyama
ba me so ni
do nyanya
but also obi o
ni do nyanya mezi
oni
70 years now
ba me ni wa semwa
ya pastor Emma engineer and Chukwuasiakun of the New Patriotic Party as a dakoma Amaliba of the National Democratic Congress. Sabri we say yebeku fi na fi na ye kono Abramoyi Ulam Kuku Michael DJ Foreigner omna de yebeko jo
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Twem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia nso beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kwanu ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kwa dia ka ho. Uhade e wapi ho. Ukasa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso,
ye fear said this way chocolate drink, yes, or no pan on yenum. Ye bishop free gymnum and snack. Ye nya ho no ye the serve womo. Ye did really a pebibia bob we had yasua. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And at this one, what's yanua? Has such a wom, cocoa wom, brick wom, bibia wom, I don't hear any so here.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any so here.
FDA, I just said you didn't crack to more jet to say a ye.
Yeah, coffee. Neat FM Neo. Sunday.